What if they don't want us to lean into our power because they know that it's awesome and it threatens the systems, it threatens their safety, it threatens their progress, it threatens their agenda? What if we've just been told that our power and our gifts that have already been given to us from God are sinful, negative, bad, and we believe it, and we take it on board, and we disregard it, we put it to one side and ascribe all that's powerful to what they tell us. They tell us prayer, they tell us worship, they tell us fellowship, and we just follow that rather than connecting inwards and leaning into your power. You spent your whole life believing what they've told us. Imagine, what if the ultimate threat to a vampire or any demonic force is light, the sunlight? Evil can't thrive in light. Where there is light, the truth is revealed. The light from the sun, the natural daylight, that which our melanin connects with light, energy. Yeah, we're light beings. We're human. The word human beings, you're a being, you're an energy source. And we're no different to photosynthesis with plants. We respond to sunlight. It energizes us. It gives us fuel and motivation. So that light from the sun, the energy from the sun, is potentially the source of our power. That's where we get our top-ups from. However, dark forces, demonic energy, cannot thrive in sunlight. So whenever you're bringing the truth to light, so watch how people react to this video. Watch how people come out and try to debunk it. They resist anything that challenges something which makes them feel safe. They need that security under their feet, because any fall, any deviation from that, it threatens their sense of comfort and safety. They're clinging on to hope. But the reality is, there's no denying. You cannot hide the truth in the light. Once you bring the truth to the light, the truth doesn't mind questions because it's relaxed. It's like, it's no problem. I'm speaking from the truth. I don't need to lie. I don't need to manipulate. I don't need to exploit. However, a liar, a fraud, an evil, dark energy resists questions. They don't like being questioned. They just want you to accept it. The more you expose a fallacy, the more resistant they get, the more frustrated they get, because it's not based on fact. It's not based on evidence. It's not based on truth. They're relying on your consent. They're relying on your willingness to invite them in. The evil elements need to be invited in. No different to the legal system and the whole straw man thing. Before you can be heard in court, you have to identify with your straw man name, right? They ask you, what's your name? When the debt collector calls you up and says, am I speaking to Godfrey? If I turn around and say, yes, this is Godfrey, right there, I'm making a verbal contract to engage. I'm identifying myself as my straw man, and that's how the system can deal with me. You have to invite him into your heart. Without the invitation, without the consent, the system breaks down. You're willingly giving up your power when you consent. You're willingly enter into their system when you consent. You sign your name on that document. You sign your name on that contract. That's your willing consent. You're voluntarily inviting them in. You knew you're sick and you need a remedy, and they've got the cure, and you need to sign up to get this cure. Your acceptance, your willingness, your acceptance of their version of the savior is your consent, you inviting them in. And this is the reason why I'm so motivated to make videos like this, just to help us remember, because we're all driven by emotion. The biggest emotion of all is fear. When you fear the unknown, you do anything to give yourself comfort and protection. If all you've ever been told is that you're sinful, you're bad, you're negative, you need cleansing, you need protection, you need help, you need salvation, it forces you to feel dependent. It makes you feel vulnerable. And naturally, you'll do anything to put that right. And that's how the system works. That's how they get your consent, by making you believe you're sick and you need their version of the remedy and treatment. And there are millions of our people who live their entire life that way. Everything they've told us, like I made this video about the 666 and the links between carbon. Carbon is the essence element to life. Everything we come into contact with. 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 666. But they've always told us that 666 is demonic. Why? Why is it demonic? Could it be that 666 is the root is the source code to our power, our ancestral beliefs and rituals. If no one's ever put it to you like this, for example, then you will never know. You'll just forever believe wearing a cross around your neck is the key, but it's not in alignment with who you truly are. What if we've been misled to believe in the stuff that isn't in alignment with who we truly are? We've been force-fed somebody else's version. It might work for them, which is fine, but we have our own. Why are we not focusing on our own? What if you were actually born into power, but from the day you were born, you were told, you were misled to believe your power is sinful? What if they have been rebranding our power as sin?